All right, welcome to Red Pill Discourse. We got another episode for you guys. About to go over.
No, first of all, can I start off real quick? We just ate a bomb dinner right now.
Oh yeah,
we
we
just
did.
need to mention that this man Josh just got off on some steaks, and we had steaks, a veggie, like a little stir fried veggie mix, and then we had some fried rice. So it was bomb.
Just had a shout like hibachi style fried rice.
Yeah, it was bomb. We're chilling. I'm satisfied right now.
Bro, I'm the meat king. No denying that. Everyone calls me that.
Why you say everybody always calls you these names and no one calls you?
Bro, tell me I don't get down on the meat, bro. On the barbecue, in the kitchen.
I just said that.
I know, but that means I'm the meat king.
All right. Well, anyways, that shit was good. But
that shit was delicious.
We got some good topics for y'all with some interesting stuff that we see going on in the news.
Yeah, we're gonna take you guys on a roller coaster today. I mean, we're gonna talk about
moving side to side, up and down like a roller coaster.
Oh. We're gonna talk about a lot of topics, and it's gonna bounce from serious to funny. So rock with us. We don't mean to be distasteful if we move off of a serious subject and then like go into like another subject. Hopefully you guys can go along with us for the ride. So I say let's just get into it. The first thing that we wanted to talk about, Manny's gonna get us into, but before we talk about that, I just want to say what he's about to talk about, I'm into. Not the mountain lion, but the cougar.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, the cougar. Yeah. Okay. Basically, I mean, I don't know why he did all that, but basically,
it was a cougar attacked a cougar. That's why.
Oh, it was a cougar fight. Yeah. I got you.
Just kidding.
Did you say how old this lady was? Was she a cougar? She might have been a MILF.
I seen 65-pound mountain lion, and I thought I meant 65-year-old lady. I was like to say, damn, that bitch did all that.
I don't know. I don't think it says her age. Oh shit. It just says California mom.
Oh, well, okay. Well, take us into it. And it tells the age of the son, so.
It's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and read the article.
Yeah.
So, a California mother has made headlines after she repeatedly punched a mountain lion with her bare hands after the animal attacked and dragged her 5-year-old son. As reported, the California Department of Fish and Wildlife made it in a statement. A 65-pound mountain lion attacked the child on Thursday, dragging him around 45 yards just outside their home before his mother leaped to save him.
Scary.
Dang. Good thing she saw him, bro, right?
Yeah.
Imagine.
That's just crazy. Like, I wonder what was the events that led up to, like, this boy getting snatched by a mountain lion. You know what I mean? Like
he's 5, bro. He probably was just running around.
But where do they live where a mountain lion is just coming that close? Like...
it says Los Angeles. He probably is somewhere in the mountain. He probably lives like maybe like
Damn.
The mountains over by Pasadena, Monrovia. Who knows?
That's crazy, bro. That's good. That's crazy though. That's straight. Like, you ever hear about like those stories of like moms lifting up cars and shit because they get like that strength, like that maternal strength when they see like their child in danger?
Yeah.
Like that's what happened, bro. This chick literally saw her son getting dragged by a mountain lion, and her first instinct was to punch the fuck out that mofo. She said, "Not today, sir." Glah, glah, glah. Straight put licks on that fool.
She must have known there was no other way. You know what I mean? Because some people, they don't do stuff because they don't know what to do. But she obviously knew. Like, she was like, if I don't go and like do this now, it's over. Like,
either that, bro, or she didn't care. She just reacted.
Let me finish this part.
Okay.
So it says she ran out of the house and started punching and striking the mountain lion with her bare hands and got him off of her son, said the California Department of Fish and Wildlife spokesperson Patrick Foy. The true hero of the story is his mom because she absolutely saved her son's life. The child was promptly taken to the hospital in Los Angeles for injuries that he has sustained to his head and torso during the attack.
Bro, imagine a mountain lion that like has eaten a human running around. Don't they go look for that mountain lion and put it down because now it's tasted human blood?
So right here they subsequently yes, shot and killed it.
Oh, okay. Because they had to, like, if
they found it, they ended up finding it.
If the mountain lion attacks a human, it's just like a dog. Like you have to put it down. And I know whether that's right or wrong.
It has a taste for human flesh.
Yeah, exactly.
No, well, I don't know.
But like right or wrong, right? Like however you feel about animals, like human life takes priority. Yeah. So, yeah, that sucks for the mountain lion. I mean, obviously it's just nature doing what nature does. But at the end of the day, like if that's going around attacking 5-year-old little kids, like you got to do what you got to do because that means that community is in danger zone.
Jeez.
Hey, talking about human life.
Wait, hold on real quick. Can we close the garage, bro?
Oh my lord.
Close it, bro. It's like I can hear the cricket.
All right, I have the clap activated one. Just kidding. This man really looked over there like.
Paul, can you close it, please?
I have a clap activated.
For real, close it if you want me to.
Yeah.
All right, just go press that button over there. Yeah, I guess Manny's being a little hyena.
Bro, you can just hear this cricket every fucking podcast.
Oh my god, y'all rocking with the cricket like I am? I feel like that was part of the podcast now. Fucking Jiminy Cricket now getting kicked out because Manny got a fucking problem. Why does Manny always got problems? Comment below why Manny always tweaking. Lil Nas X.
Hold on. It's gone, bro.
Okay, yes.
This nigga.
I get it's gone, but
Bro,
I like the cricket.
We're gonna cut all this out anyways.
I liked. Oh, I thought that was gonna.
You really like the cricket? Are you serious?
Yeah. Can we keep this in the podcast?
You can, but do you really like the cricket?
Yeah. The cricket. I named him Jiminy.
Listen, bro, that helped out so much. The cricket's fucking gone.
It did help.
Like, you can't.
But my homie Jiminy, bro.
Fuck him. Fuck you. Anyways, look, this lady's a G.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. Like, this is what you do in a situation. Like, honestly, this is what I would hope I would do.
I was
you know
just about to say.
Like,
yeah.
you don't ever know what you're gonna do in these situations. You always, but I like to think I keep a cool head, calm head. So
yeah, I mean, I don't even think it was a cool, calm head. She could have been chaotic as fuck, but I mean, she leapt into action, and that's exactly what I was about to say. That's what any parent hopes what they would do, because imagine living with yourself as a parent. When it doesn't mean you're a coward, it doesn't mean like you are like weak spirited or anything, but like you just, like he said earlier, don't know what to do. So imagine taking that delay of a second and not leaping into action, and like the mountain lion like drags your kid away and you don't have the ability to go get, like, imagine living with yourself as a parent. Like,
yo, you would regret it every day of your fucking life.
Bro, you feel like a failure. How could you accomplish anything else in life? Knowing that, exactly.
Either that or you, I mean, eventually maybe, but the mental stress you would go through, imagine it'd be a nightmare. It'd be a fucking nightmare.
No.
It'd be a nightmare,
Family
bro.
Guy, Brian.
You always make these references, don't fucking know what he's talking about.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to the people who know what that's from and what I.
Y'all are dorks. Just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Bro, Family Guy is a fucking American fucking treasure.
I know everybody knows Family Guy, but I don't know Family Guy that well to where you're just making like one-liners and I'm just like,
bro. Like when Brian finds out he has a son, and then everything will be like, imagine this happened. Oh no. Like everyone's all like trying to like talk to him about it. He's like, no, you wouldn't understand.
All right.
Oh my God. This motherfucking man. Anyway, so what I was about to kind of go on to a tangent earlier was talking about the right of human life over one thing over another, right? I said that human life conquers or trumps like the life of an animal, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about what happened today in Texas then.
Oh yeah, so new law in Texas just got passed.
Literally today.
Go ahead. I read the last one, right? You read this one.
Yeah. So y'all, we about to remember that roller coaster I told you we about to hit that first drop. So on to more serious news. Texas today put in a new law that would ban abortions after 6 weeks, but most people don't know they're pregnant by then, which is scientifically, or I guess
Accurate.
Yeah,
accurate.
Biologically accurate, right? That like you don't know, most women wouldn't even know unless they're tracking their cycle and trying to have a baby. Most women don't track their cycles that well to be able to know when they're pregnant by 6 weeks. That's very early on in the pregnancy.
And so obviously they did it on purpose, knowing this. Like,
they obviously did that, obviously, because they want to limit, obviously Texas being a very far right conservative red state. They have always been pro-life. And so...
but a lot of it has to do with religion, right? Or is it just like morals?
It's morality,
but stemming from their religion.
Morality stemming from religion, just more or less rights, like
so
the rights of individuals.
Is like, why is there religion taking place in politics? Like you know what I'm saying? It's becoming law and shit.
These are religion influenced decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this part of the religion
I'm not
is
asking
more
you
about
why. Let's see
morality.
the answers.
I'm
That's just
saying.
my question in general.
Yeah, well, I'm saying I agree, right? You should
Like they
church
should be
and state
separate. It's
yeah,
obviously
church and
not
state,
in
right?
this situation.
Yeah,
It
we
seems
learned.
like
Yeah, we learned this in school. Like separating church and state. I get it, right? This isn't it like the Roman Empire where like the Catholic Church ruled like pretty much influenced the nation, right? Like I get it. Like when we came to America, like the differentiation between church and state was established, but this specific topic is more drawn out of morality and what's right. I feel like than religion. Yes, it's part of most religions, pro-life, that you don't abort, but I also think that it's morally right to not abort.
okay.
Are you pro-choice?
Yes, 100%.
Oh my god, I thought I knew you better.
You knew this.
No, I should have known. You fucking take mushrooms, bro. You're like woke now and shit. I'm so woke that women should have the right.
I just think that it's choice. Everything's about choice, bro. Everything should be about choice.
Okay, I'm gonna be serious then.
Be serious. Say what you got.
The choice of the woman trumps the non-decision of the baby to not be aborted. So
yes.
are you sorry? So you're saying the baby at conception
It's not conscious,
oh my goodness!
and therefore does not have a choice.
The baby didn't ask for it to be created. At the point of conception, it's created. There's nothing you can do about it. Now it's the
Obviously
responsibility
there is.
of the mother. What do you mean? Obviously there is.
Yeah, it's called an abortion. It's called science.
No, absolutely not.
Just like how don't even like if you take an abortion early on, you can take like abortion pills and stuff like that. Like, so you believe
No,
like,
that
at the point
that
of
stops conception. That
so you're
stops
talking about
conception.
the fertilization of the egg at point as soon as the sperm breaks into the egg, that's life.
I don't know scientifically when conception is, but when conception happens, yes. And the contraceptives that you're talking about stops that from happening. That's why it's called contraceptive. So I believe
In a
that
perfect
the woman has control over her body, which is what condoms
and
are
they do,
for,
but that's not every
which is what
situation.
Plan B is for.
Yes, and yes, the materials are there, the tools are there. Yes, people should be more responsible in a perfect world. But not everybody's perfect. Not everybody's mentally stable. Not everybody has that situation.
In an imperfect world, you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. You don't get to, and nowhere else do you get to just say.
What about grapes? You know what I'm trying to say, but I can't say it.
Okay, I get that. Maybe
if something happens out of a woman's control and now she has to be stuck with that.
Okay, maybe that. But you're taking us down a rabbit hole. Let's stay with.
That's not a rabbit hole. That's
a rabbit
pertinent
hole
to the situation.
No, it's not. Okay, then let's agree.
Okay, but
that
in
grapes,
Texas, if someone gets graped,
okay.
Sorry, guys,
grapes drop the G. If
Yes.
that happens to women, maybe I agree that she has a decision because that's completely like out of her control. But I'm talking about a woman who consensually had sex with a man. That's what we're talking about. Let's stay on that topic.
I think both they should have the choice.
No, okay. I just said I agree with you on the grape minus the G.
Okay.
Let's stay on the topic of consensual sex that equals a woman getting pregnant. Let's just stay on that before we go down a rabbit hole.
But the topic is of just the whole abortion as a whole. It's not you're trying to keep it in one lane. I'm like we need to talk about all of it.
Does this new law even specify like the scenario? Like
So
what's
does
the
it
kind
have-
of scenarios?
Unlock it.
Oh shit.
So it doesn't go into like the scenarios. And I'm just agreeing with you right now to stop a large argument, because even then, why is it the child's fault? Like, I get it, whatever, but that's what I'm saying. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Let's just talk about consensual sex that leads to pregnancy. Right? Like it says on the second point, doctors often won't see patients until suspected 8 weeks of pregnancy just to confirm it. I feel like that's all more about like just billing and shit. Like they don't want to deal with it, like whatever. So that's not really, I don't think, like medically relevant. The third point is it also takes time to decide to terminate a pregnancy, find a provider, and secure the funds. I mean,
So with the consensual sex, they're not even giving people like it's like not all contraceptive works.
okay, agree.
So they're not really giving people time to even think about it. You don't even like as soon as you know, you're already out of time.
Okay,
But I
but
feel like that's not very fair either.
Okay, but what's less fair is that a baby who doesn't even have a decision, a voice yet is unspoken
It
for.
also doesn't have a consciousness.
But how do you know that? How do you know that?
A conscience? How do you? No one knows that. But I mean, no, like at the same time, like it's not really. You're trying to tell me that it's a group of cells at that point. Like it's not even a fully formed human.
I don't even know if that's medically accurate, but staying on the topic of like not really going into facts, just like more of like what I feel like I think me and a lot of other people would say that like that's like that you're making a decision for someone who has no say in it. And on top of that, I'm like more pro-life because only one person has a say in it. Just the woman. The man has no say in it at all. So why did I get it? It's her body, but it takes two to tango, right? So if you're gonna say it takes two to make,
I agree. That's what I'm saying. I'm pro-choice on both sides. I think that there should be a choice for the woman to be able to have the baby or get rid of the baby, and there should be a choice, even though I know there's not, with the man to stay in the child's life or be able to have some kind of opt out.
Okay, but then your argument is flawed then because men don't have a choice to opt out. So
they don't. But I'm saying I think my belief system. I think we should give men a choice to opt out. I don't think it's right for women to just have that choice all on their own and be like, oh, you got to come for the ride no matter what. Like it's my body, my choice.
I agree with that statement until because of right now the current state that like women do have the choice to abort. So whether or not my belief's right, it is legal.
Yeah, we're about Texas.
I don't know. I'm saying it's legal in the United States to have an abortion. Yes. So I think that that not only should, if that's the case, then should a woman have the right to have an abortion, but the man should choose to be a part of it or not. So I agree with that. But in general, if
or
you're
have
talking
some kind of like opt out, it is not necessarily like no responsibility, but like maybe like give some, like there could be something worked out. You know what I mean? It just sucks that like you barely know someone. Now you have to be on child support for 21 years, but
if she wanted to, she could abort it, and then like everything's all gravy now. But what if the guy wanted it?
And the guy has no say in it, and then if he tries to say something, now he's an asshole. He's this. He's that.
Bro. I seen the most heartbreaking video a couple months ago. This man was literally outside of the Planned Parenthood clinic, crying to the girl, saying, "Don't kill our baby." Dude, it was so sad. Like,
oh yeah, that too. The men should have a say as well.
Like he was kind of like, "Don't kill our baby. I'll take it. You don't have to be a part of it. Just give it to me." But obviously, it's her body, her choice. Like, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm no ill intent towards women.
That situation is a little bit harder because it is like in a woman's standpoint, like why are you gonna put your body through all that for someone who you don't know?
Bro, it takes two to procreate.
No, I understand. Yes, I know.
The woman has the responsibility of bearing the child biologically. That's just unfortunately biologically what it is. That's not even opinion. I'm just saying, in this world, until we can figure out how men can bear children, the woman has the responsibility, and that cannot happen without the man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but some people are selfish, bro.
Extremely selfish, and that's pro-choice. People who are pro-choice, whatever, they're being selfish in that moment to take that life away from someone who never had the decision, yet two consenting adults made the decision to have sex, knowing what the consequence of that could be, regardless if they used contraceptives, condoms, Plan B. Like, if life finds a way, life finds a way. You made that decision to have sex. Yes, you be safe about it. Yes, you take precautions. But at the end of the day, if it happens, you knew what the outcome could have been. It's your responsibility to carry through with it. That's one of the only decisions I can think of in this world where you can literally have a consequence and not have to deal with it. If I go drinking and driving, I get pulled over and I go to jail, like that's the consequence. I knew I probably took precautions to try to sober up. I probably took the back streets. I did whatever. I took precautions to not get pulled over, but I did. And so what is the consequence of me getting pulled over? Going to jail. I have no one to blame but myself.
What about like young people who just don't know better?
It doesn't matter. Like, okay, so if I'm a young person and I swallow a whole bunch of pills because I'm like, I think that I want to end my life and I die.
I get what you're saying, yes, but it's
the consequence of that. It doesn't matter.
In a perfect world, bro, but people just aren't responsible, bro. Like for the most part,
I don't care in a perfect world though. Like that is not a legitimate argument. Just to say we don't live in a perfect world, so we can't have these common sense like laws like.
Because it's just like, because you're looking at it through a lens of right and wrong, and there's like I don't believe in right and wrong. There's like
my
no like
God,
some people
this
don't have
argument
morals
again.
like that.
But what
like,
about like the whole life? It's
not about right and
what
wrong,
about the life
actually.
of the baby?
You're
like,
saying
what if they're growing up in like a really toxic environment? Like you could be
People come out of that. I don't believe that that's a determining factor either in whether or not someone should get aborted or not. How many people have come from the gutter, rose above that, and have good lives? So you're saying that because there's a situation that this child can't control, that once they become of an age to control it and control their own life, like they were robbed of that opportunity.
But you're thinking about like the good stories, like the success
No, it
stories.
doesn't
Like there's
matter.
people who literally went to the grave with like mental health conditions, and their whole life was just ass.
You're referencing of like material things. I'm saying there's people who have come and led good lives, whether rich, poor, humble lives, doesn't matter. There's people who have come out of that.
That wasn't a material. I wouldn't say that was a material like standpoint from like a materialistic point of view.
I mean, what else would it be? Like you can be poor and happy. And they grew up poor. They still were poor, but they were able to come out of their toxic situation to find a wife that loved them, bear children, love their children, have a fulfilling life. But I mean, I'm not talking about the one who came out of the gutter, started a clothing brand, and then like started making millions. I'm talking about any person that came out of that situation and thoroughly enjoyed their life and lived it to the fullest and made it their own.
Yeah,
that's all I'm talking.
Success is objective,
exactly, subjective. Yes, yeah. I agree. That's what I'm saying. Is that like. Doesn't matter. You are given an opportunity in this life to do whatever you want. It's your choice whether to be happy, sad. So like if you come into this life under not of the best circumstances, doesn't matter. You have the opportunity to change that at any time. And I don't mean that you have the opportunity to become, like I said, rich or change like your life outcome around like your societal status. I'm talking about that you have the ability, whether you're poor, whether you're working at Walmart, to be happy. It's a mind state. That's all I'm saying. And so to be able to rob a human being of that is not just wrong or right. It's just inherently wrong. It's inherently not okay.
So I think we get the gist of it. So basically, yeah. I think we're agreeing on the fact of like if someone is in a really bad situation, like where they get forced sex and then they end up in that situation, they should be able to they should be able to use abortion to not have to relive
because that's an extenuating circumstance.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we're agreeing on that. And then basically the rest of the disagreement, it gets in too much into just morals and like it's basically an argument of right and wrong. And it's really hard to argue that because everybody's going to have their own view on right and wrong. Yeah. Like obviously you're saying it's inherently wrong, but I don't think so. And it's like who's right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's no facts.
Well, let me just tell you something. In a civilized society, your freedom.
Civilized society.
We live in a civilized society where your freedom stops when it infringes on someone else's freedom. At the point of conception, that is a human being. So in a civilized society, we step in and stop people from exercising their liberty and their freedoms when it harms another individual, right? Like that's what we do.
But the argument is that an individual yet?
Yes, it's an individual.
That's what you think. It's not a fact.
No, that's factual. Like at the point of conception, that embryo, whatever you want to say,
that's not provable.
It has different DNA. It's different. It is it's not a part of the woman. It's not like an appendage or something that has her same DNA. It is another living creature that is starting to form. You're just choosing at that point in the procreation to stop it. Okay,
but I get what you're saying, but that it could just be cells. It's not necessarily
cells that are going to form.
To get into this whole argument we're trying to get into, we got to figure out what a soul is, what consciousness is, and we don't have the facts and the time to even get into all that.
Okay, but
because at what point that's what I'm telling you. As soon as the sperm fertilizes the egg, that's a soul, a person, an individual, someone. Yes. God sent someone from heaven. That's who they are.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're going to form into that.
You can't prove that.
Okay, you also cannot
And you also have
prove
to
that.
kind of believe like religion to believe that.
No, not really.
Or well,
you don't have to be in religion to understand we have
some kind of
consciousness.
spiritual. There's some people out there who aren't spiritual at all.
Atheists can even understand that we have free will, which is different than any other
no
living
one
thing
can
on
even
this
define
earth.
what consciousness is to this day.
Okay,
It's
but it
all
doesn't matter
theories.
about consciousness. But Manny, if you know that at the minute that sperm hits that egg, that it's going to develop into something as magical and as beautiful as this, then that's already enough to say that if we're in doubt about whether or not it has a consciousness or a soul at that point, doesn't the benefit of the doubt go to the person that doesn't have like the say in it, that is going to eventually become a human being?
Like I'm telling you, I think we should just agree to disagree on this, because we're not gonna. There's no point. There's like we agree on that one part on this. You can't prove it. I can't prove it. I don't believe it. You're not gonna believe it. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
It's not about proving. All I'm saying, like, is it?
You want me to agree with your point? And I don't.
I don't want you to agree with me at all. Actually,
You're trying to get me to agree with you.
In a topic like this, like, there's no moving sides, really. If you really firmly believe that, I'm just trying to let you know that in a civil.
You're trying to get me to agree with your point, to make your point in your argument, so you can win the argument.
No, I'm trying to expand your mind, because I feel like you're not understanding that. Like,
I hear what you're saying. I don't believe it.
But can't you see that there would be like repercussions for forcing potentially mentally unstable people, every mentally unstable person, forcing them to have a baby?
It's not forcing. They made the decision. They are pregnant. No one forced them to get pregnant.
Yeah, no one forced them, but they're in this dilemma now that they have to make a decision.
Okay, but you're thinking in this of,
but
like,
they have the option.
If a mentally unstable person. If the mentally unstable person has the child, if they're mentally unfit, that we have stuff for that, and maybe it's not the best, like you said. Now we're talking about like comfort of life. They can still grow up to be something. Like, we shouldn't take their life away just because they're gonna come into the world under like not the best of circumstances.
Yeah, but these are all just theories, and like I'm saying,
theories,
because they can come up to be anything. Exactly, like they can come up and they can be a good grade A story, or they could be a B story where like they end up being a drug addict. Look at the opioid epidemic we're going through right now. They can end up being a drug addict. They can end up going into the being prison system their whole life. Like, that's not a life for anybody.
That's subjective as well. They made those decisions to do that as well.
That's just Republican thinking, bro. Like, everybody thinks it's like,
oh my God, that is not Republican thinking. That's you trying to bring politics into it. I'm not thinking of it from a political standpoint.
If someone gets born into a family where they have resources and they have privilege and they have like things set up, it's different than someone who should maybe, like, people who are thinking about abortion who already have like 6-7 kids, and this is gonna be like their 8th kid, and they're like, dude, like, we don't even have enough resources right now where it is. Like,
that shouldn't matter. So we should just kill all poor people and anyone who's gonna come into an unfortunate.
You're trying to put these things into. I'm telling you that these are real life decisions that people have to make. And I never said nothing about killing poor people.
Yeah, and they made that decision when they decided to have sex.
You're trying to put words into my mouth.
People make mistakes. People aren't perfect. Like,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. You're trying to be like the world's a perfect world.
It's going beyond that.
No.
It's not going beyond that, bro. You're trying to. This is what I'm saying. You're
creating
looking at
life should go. Yeah, it does go beyond that.
You're putting everything through this lens. It doesn't. That's not how the world is. That's not reality.
Oh my God.
The world is not rainbows and unicorns and shit, bro. Like, this is. You're looking at it. People. Okay, but and I never said I was gonna kill poor people. But what I'm trying to say is this lens you're looking through is not reality. Does that make sense? Like, it's a reality that is ideal, but it's not the reality we live in.
No, you're trying to skew it so that it fits you. You're trying to conform it to try to fit in that, but no, it doesn't. I'm not looking at it through any.
I'm just letting you know that
skewed sense of reality.
Like not a skewed sense of reality. Some people might live in that world, but that's not the whole world. And that's definitely not the majority of the world.
I'm taking it even one step back and say it shouldn't fucking matter, because you made the decision as an adult to have sex. Deal with the repercussions of that, because you now just created life. You just created life.
But every time people have sex, they don't. It's not like they go and they're like, oh, I'm gonna create a life, or they have that in the mind. People just have sex sometimes just to have sex, like sometimes.
Okay, but they need to understand.
Like some people are more promiscuous. Some people treat sex like more serious. Everybody's different, bro. Everybody's different.
I get that, but that has nothing to do. You can do that. That's fine. But the minute that leads to you
this
creating,
argument is gonna keep going nowhere. Like I said, let's just agree to disagree. If we're gonna keep making these points.
Comment below. What's your stance?
Yeah, what's your stance? Let us know. We're just gonna keep yelling at each other.
Yeah.
I think you guys get
yelling.
it. We get it.
I'm not yelling.
We're not yelling. But
I'm having discourse.
Yeah, we're having fucking bitch.
All right. Should we hug?
No, fuck you.
All right. Fuck. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever. Texas passed that law. Good for you, Texas.
All right, what's next?
All right. Roller coaster.
Beyond.
Hey, fuck it. Yeah, what did you do at Beyond this weekend? So for those of you that know,
fucking raged.
wait, hold on. For those of you that don't know, if you guys seen our Hard Summer one, it's another festival, but more EDM focused.
Yeah, so Insomniac Festival in Southern California, San Bernardino. Go ahead. Sorry, I was just trying to plug it. I was trying to plug them.
I'm just kidding. Yes, it's another festival in San Bernardino, California. By this time, if you're not from California, you might think San Bernardino is the EDM capital of the world, which it kind of might be. They hold a lot of Insomniac events there.
It's definitely like top 10.
Yeah, maybe even top 5 besides Las Vegas and Ohio because of
the United
Lines.
States or the world?
Oh, the United States.
Oh, United States, top 5.
Yeah, top 5. Yeah.
Top 5, bro.
Anyways,
top 2.
Anyways, Manny went. I didn't have the opportunity to go. But I did hear about it.
It was last minute.
And yeah, it was actually. Ooh, I'm going to talk about leading.
I honestly, like, I shouldn't even have gone that day. I should have went the day before because the first day lineup was crazy. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but and we're gonna talk about like how he ended up going the second day, and it was funny because I was like, this man was just screaming like a kid that opened up a Christmas present on Christmas, like, oh my God, are you serious? That was you, bro.
When?
Friday night when Jay said she was gonna buy your ticket, and you were like, don't play with me, don't play. And you got up and started screaming, and everyone in the party looked and was like, your cousin...
Because I wasn't going to go.
Your cousin is psycho.
I was yelling at Lisette, too. Remember, I was like, that's Cap. Remember?
Yeah. He always yells at Lisette and headbutts her.
No, I didn't. Oh my God.
This gets
Shout out Lisette. Yo, you're a trooper.
Yeah.
She knows she knows I'm not like mad at her.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so let's get back into Beyond. So Manny didn't go Friday, but Manny, I know you have a lot of plugs in for that day. Tell us what you know about that day and why you wish you would have went. Because from what I heard as well, it was amazing. Day one lineup.
Oh, day one lineup was crazy. They had so much bass. They had the dubstep lineup on that night. I don't have it on top of my head, but the fucking lineup looks crazy.
Yeah. Oh,
it was definitely Valentino Con. They had I don't know what the lineup was, but when I saw it, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. So my homie Alejandro, he goes to a lot of events and festivals.
They were there.
Yeah, I know, and he told me, and my homie Mark told me, like, dude, day one, fucking crazy. I don't know the specific lineup either. However, they did tell me if you should have picked Beyond as your festival, not Hard Summer. So Hold on. I didn't believe it either because, like I said, like Hard Summer goes hard.
They don't even like hip hop. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's why. So Hard Summer goes hard. So I didn't believe it, but it made me think about, dang, the lineups then must have at least been a high ass caliber for EDM heads like them to say like that Beyond outdid the EDM part of hard, but that's also because it shares it with hip hop. So that's why I'm saying, like, I didn't believe them. I didn't go like, oh yeah, maybe I should have. I was glad I went to Hard Summer and it was fucking amazing.
Hard Summer was
so if you guys don't believe us and haven't seen our Hard Summer podcast, go watch that shit.
Yeah, go watch that.
But yeah, okay. Anyways, then take us before we get into day 2. I want to tell you guys how many went to day 2. Right, he wasn't going to go to the festival, so it's Friday. Day 1 is about to start. Manny comes home from work, and we're throwing a birthday party, a birthday dinner for my daughter. As you guys may know in the other podcasts, for her birthday and my birthday, since we share the same day, we went to Pismo Beach. So what does that mean? We took her away from a lot of family members down here and closer to home. So we decided to have a little comida, a little dinner for her at the house. So Manny comes home. He's unloading chairs. He goes, bro, I got tested today. And I was like, what the fuck? I was all like, you got tested? He's like, no, not like that. He's like, my homie called me and was like, hey, bro, I'm not going to Beyond, but I have a 2-day VIP pass. Do you want it? And Manny, share your dilemma.
I was like, no, I'm trying to go to work. I'm not going to go.
But he was like, don't test me like this, right?
Yeah, like, people are always trying to, I'm just trying to be a good person. People are always trying to drag me
productive.
Yeah, trying to be productive and shit. Everybody just keeps throwing me in the mosh pits.
All right, and then so I'm like laughing at this fool, like, oh well, good for you for having self-control, because as you guys know from other videos, he doesn't have a lot of self-control. So, anyways, party started. People start coming over. We're having a great time, right? It's about 10 o'clock because he usually goes to sleep at 11 to get ready for work. And he's pretty lit. He's pretty intoxicated at this point. We're taking shots because it was also like a little birthday dinner for myself and my cousin, whose birthday was the next day. Shout out Jose. His birthday's on August 28th. So we were doing a little food thing for my daughter on August 27th, Friday night. And at midnight, Saturday morning, we were going to do a little cake for Jose. That's why Manny was so excited, right? So he got lit. He hadn't seen my cousin. He lives in Arizona, right? So Manny just starts screaming, right? I'm talking to my homie Josue, and then all of a sudden he's like,
I was drunk.
He's all like, don't play me. I was like, what the fuck? And then everyone obviously, of course, like attention on Manny, like, what's going on over there? He's like, let's go. And I was like, what? I was like, what's going on? I was all like, did something happen? And he's like, I'm going to Beyond. And I was like, what the fuck? So that's what's happened. Okay. I was like, wait, I thought you said you weren't going to go. He's like, fuck that. Fuck work. And then he's all like, I don't need that shit. He's like, I need Beyond. He's all like, we're going. And then he pointed to the homie Jay, and she was all like, yeah, we're going. And then my sister, who's sitting across the table, was like, yeah, I'm gonna go too. And I was like, y'all just made that decision right now, that expensive, like very in the moment decision. I'm like, y'all wild.
So Jazzy was already going, but then like the thing was, I wasn't gonna go because she was like, oh, we'll get the ticket right now. And then I was like, but I'm not vaccinated and I don't have time to get the I'm not vaccinated and I didn't have time to get the COVID card. It was the night before, so I don't know how or a test. I was like, I didn't want to rush and get a test, pay for an expensive ass test, then pay for a ticket. Yeah. So then I got the vaccine. Yeah, I'm vaccinated now. So we figured it out, and then I was like, oh, like, you know when things just align. And it's like, bro, when things align, you just gotta you gotta take the opportunities when they line up like that.
Damn, Jazzy convinced you to get vaccinated? You're lame for that. Anyways, let's move past that. Manny, we just established how lame Manny is so
that's how I ended up going.
Yeah.
But I went to work still.
Yeah, he went to work Saturday.
Yeah, I still went to work.
But this man woke up. I mean, that knowing that he was going to Beyond must have fucking subconsciously like made this man like lit.
I was geeked
off his top because
I was geeked.
Me and the homie Ricky and the homie Andrew stayed awake till probably like 4 a.m. drinking. We're fucking just talking about like a bunch of stuff. Oh, we were talking about Afghanistan. And we were getting, because my homie's in the Army and my other homie's in the Marine Corps. So we were talking about that. And so we were getting very passionate around, obviously, like, there were stances around Biden's obviously decision to pull out of Afghanistan at that particular point in time, and like whether the decision was right or not. Anyways, but then Manny comes out and it's 4 a.m. He's getting ready for work. He usually wakes up and goes to work around 5:30. This man comes out and he's just like, y'all still up? Cause I heard that fucking music from my room. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like sitting down. I'm like, whoa.
I hopped out of bed and immediately got on Aux. Hopped on Aux. Started playing bangers.
Started playing Trippie Redd's album. Like literally bangers. Blasting that shit. No regard for my neighbors. Fuck my neighbors, pretty much is what Manny said. I was like, fuck it too. I was like, my neighbors are really cool and I don't have anyone behind me, so I was like, it's pretty fine. But dude, bangers. Then Manny's lit. He's all headbanging. Guy, he's fucking with my cousin. My cousin's passed out on the grass. The homie's passed out on the trampoline. He's over there like jumping out. I'm like, get up, I'm going to Beyond today. And then so like this man's lit, right? And then obviously goes to work and then goes to day 2. Tell us about day 2.
Day 2 is sick. So I got my vaccine. I showed to Ricky and Maria. I meet up with fucking Jay and Jazzy. We head over with Jazzy. And then also, so I need to explain this real quick. So I had these little homies that went with me. Shout out Eddie, shout out Jaden. It was Eddie's first rave, and then it was Jaden's second. He had went to Hard Summer, but I ended up leaving everybody, and he stuck around with the big group. Yep. So I was like iffy about having Eddie with me at first because he gets like mad social anxiety and he's going to a rave. Yeah. So I was like, damn, I don't want to be babysitting. But we ended up meeting up and he had a great time. Shout out to him. I'm glad we got to show you a good time.
Did you pop someone else's cherry?
Yeah, I'll be popping cherries.
Oh damn, this man's a fucking monster.
Yeah, bro, they just geeked. But it was fucking dope. From the time we walked in, like like we ended up getting our picture taken. We were walking through Cheshire Walk right when we got in there.
Yeah,
we got our
Cheshire,
picture taken.
yeah.
We ended up being on the Beyond website. Go ahead, check us out.
If y'all don't know Cheshire the cat from
it was like
Alice in
if you guys
Wonderland.
went to the rave, it was the part where it's in the middle and it was just checkers and it was like a strip of checkers and you just walk through it. Like we got our picture taken. We're like at the
Did it
front.
have his smile on it like usual
don't know.
like beyond years before?
I don't know.
Chester the cat is or Cheshire the cat.
Yeah.
It's dope as fuck. Probably like my favorite character from Alice in Wonderland. But anyways,
Yeah, but we just got in like right when the sun was setting. Like we thought will call was gonna be bad.
you made it on Beyond's page.
That's why I just said. Yeah, we just made it on
okay.
Beyond's page.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Cheshire the cat that I just totally ignored. That.
No, yeah, but Will. So we heard like that the day before, day one. Will call was stupid. Like the will call line was all the way in the street.
Ugh.
So we got there.
At the Nas?
Yeah, at the Nas. So we got there expecting to like at least wait like 30, 40 minutes to get our will call. We went straight to the front, got our shit.
Oh hell yeah!
And then we got in right
Oh,
away.
is that what you mean? Like everything just aligned for like a perfect day?
Well, I meant everything aligned so I can go, because I wasn't gonna go. Like if one little thing would have gotten in the way, I wouldn't have went. Like if we wouldn't have been able to get the vaccine card, if we weren't able to, like if I wasn't able to get a ticket, like I wouldn't have tried hard. You know what I'm saying? But everything just like fell into place.
You got your vaccine. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so they showed we showed the vaccine card. As soon as you walk in, it's lit, bro. Like you can hear the music. We ran into Gara. Someone was dressed up as Gara, like
From Naruto?
yeah,
Hell
straight
yeah.
head to toe Gara.
He had the.
We went and took pictures. We met up.
The sand gourd. He had it.
No, he wasn't gonna carry that fucking sand gourd.
Oh, you said from head to toe. I was like,
no, but like the costume.
Oh, okay, but
he had a satchel.
how much
He had a
better
satchel.
would it have been if this motherfucker had a sand gourd?
I mean, yeah, would have been better.
I would have kissed his toes.
I would have been like, yo, what the fuck? You're carrying that shit the whole race, bro? Fuck.
But imagine plot twist filled with alcohol.
Oh, they would have dumped it.
I would have dumped them. Just kidding. All right, keep going.
So, we get in, we take pictures, we meet up with the big group, we see them.
Yeah.
So, cause I call Alejandro's like, oh, we're over here. So we meet up with them, but they're like spread out.
Okay.
So we were waiting for like, I don't know, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And then the girls were like, oh, we want to get alcohol. We want to use the restroom. I need to use the restroom. I was like, let's go. Bounce. Boom. Bounce. As we're going to go do all that
Bada
stuff,
bing, bada boom.
we agreed to meet up at Mercer.
Okay,
So we're like,
yeah.
look, we're going to meet up in the back at Mercer. As we're doing that, we're walking around. That's when the two little homies find me. And I say little homies because they're bigger than me, but they're 18. So it's like 18, 19 years old. Shout out to them, like I said.
Yeah, little homies.
They found us and they were like, oh, they're happy as shit. Blah, blah, blah. So then we're like, cool, let's go. So we go to Mercer. Mercer was fucking sick. It was like
Alejandro was with you at Mercer?
I couldn't find him.
Oh, God.
He said he was in the back left. I walked that shit. We went to the back left, didn't find them, got drinks, and then I was just like, I'll be right back. And I must have walked up like 3 or 4 times during the show. I didn't see them. And I wasn't even drunk yet. So
That man's a wanderer.
he said he was there. He said he was right there. I'm like, dude, honestly, bro, if you were there or whatever. But he also said that they left like halfway through the set. So maybe we lagged it. I don't know.
Okay.
We didn't see anybody. The only person we met up with after that was Andy and his group.
Okay. Fast forward and take me to Ghastly set. I want to live that vicariously through you again.
Okay, so we ended at Mercer. I had to mention this though. So the next, I don't know what set we saw right after Mercer, but eventually we made it to Vanessa. Shout out Vanessa. Yo, Vanessa went off. She played the fucking house set, like where the pink stage was.
She played
at
it hard too.
Summer. Yeah, she played it hard too. I mean, I missed her at hard, but I'm glad I saw her this time. She was playing fucking dope, groovy shit, just straight
Funkadelic.
vibes. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, she's cool.
I think that was when we were there with Andy and his group.
Yeah.
And me and Andy were shuffling. Everybody was having a good time.
Was he there with Mina?
I don't know who that is.
The Egyptian fool?
Yes.
Yeah, that was dope.
He's
Shout
cool
out,
as
shout
fuck,
out to
too.
Mina, man. That fool's real cool. I met him last year at Halloween. And ever since then, every time that fool's come around, super cool vibes.
What happened
that
to
fool
the-
always
what-
got some sick ass braids too.
Yeah, he do. What happened? What happened to the dude with the machete from Halloween?
Yeah, that fool. Everyone he walked in. Everyone instantly said, "I don't like that guy who brings a real machete."
No one was comfortable with it.
Yeah,
I was fine with it. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's fine.
yeah. He hasn't come around. He's Billy's homie, which is Andy's brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I still talk to him. I have him on Snapchat. He's really cool. I was telling you, like, yeah.
No, he's
this guy's harmless.
cool. He seemed fine. He spent the night here.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, anyways, back on topic.
Yeah, back on topic.
Met with
we're
Andy and
there.
their group.
Yeah, we're there with Andy. We vibed out, and then we were chilling with them. We're all roaming around together, and I think we tried to get into Dioro, and this is like right before we went to
Dioro
Gasly.
was hard.
So we are trying to get into Dioro, and it was so packed that we would have had to been like all the way in the side.
Rightly so.
We wouldn't have been able to see like the lights and everything.
Okay.
So everybody was just kind of like, oh, let's go somewhere else. And then I forgot where they said they wanted to go, and I was like, what time is it? And then they were like, oh, it's like 10, and I was like, dude, Gasly plays at 11. I'm going to go see Gasly.
shit.
I don't know what you guys are doing,
Yeah.
but I'm going to go see Gasly. So then I told Jazzy. So shout out to Jazzy. Jazzy was our navigator.
Jazzy fucking badass.
Jazzy Badass was navigating. Jazzy Badass is, okay, Jazzy Badass, I need to say this. She is the most clutch person to have in the group. She always, like, knows where to go. She has the app ready. She like...
She's the Thea of the group.
Yeah, she'll take care of everybody. She's got you on. Like,
She's got the Advil in her purse.
If like she was buying the little homies who were underage drinks. Like, she's just clutch. She's just super clutch. And then I was just like, Jazzy, I don't know where the fuck I'm
allegedly,
Yeah.
not confirmed.
Yeah. Like, allegedly I got the vaccine. Anyways, so Paul's like, fuck. So I was like, Jazzy, get us to the stage where Gasly's playing at. We got to go see him. So we're on the way over there. And then I think we stopped at the little space yacht for a little bit. And then we made it there, and somebody else was playing before Gasly, and they were just dropping some dubstep. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is
Nasty
sick.
too, probably.
And we were just chilling, vibing. And then my little homies were like, let's go up closer. And so I was like, I'm with it. So we went up closer, and that's where, I don't know if you saw my Snapchat.
Yeah, you were close. You're probably maybe like 25 feet away.
And that's when the set ended. And as soon as the set ended, you know how as soon as the set ends, there's always a group of people that leave.
Yeah.
So we got super up close.
Yeah.
And then Gasly comes on, and I was telling everybody, because no one really knew who Gasly was in our group. And I was just telling them, like, this is going to be fucking nuts. Like, this is what I was waiting for the whole night. And this man just fucking came up and just started dropping fucking heavy dubstep. Fucking just...
Yeah, hardstyle dubstep.
No, like rhythm. He was dropping like rhythm, and then he was just going into like some filthy like fucking festival dubstep, and then it was just going into like the visuals though. The visuals were really what popped everything off. Like, this man's visuals are fucking crazy.
They were pretty dope. I saw him on the snap.
Sorry, the visuals were wild. And then his energy is just crazy. Like, if you would have saw my videos too, he's just headbanging. He's doing some weird like JoJo poses. He's fucking going off. Man was wild. And then so he was like doing dubstep, and then he was like, he just mixed so many different genres. Like, he'll play like Linkin Park and then mix it in with like he was dropping side trance beats.
R.I.P. Chester.
He was dropping like bass house. He was dropping like all the just lit ass genres. There was no low energy. Everything was just fucking high ass energy the whole time. The crowd was lit. I was dancing with random people. Some guy gave me some random sunglasses. Everybody in our group, I was dancing with everybody in our group, vibing. The two kids I took, they loved it. They were like, oh my god, what is this? It's fucking sick. And then yeah, we just vibed out. It was the best set of the night for me. Well, that or Walker and Royce. Walker and Royce was fucking sick as well. We ended with them. But Walker and Royce was all house. Like I don't know what the correct term, but like I would say like classic house. Like, I don't know. What do you think, Paul?
I don't know. I'm not aware of them.
It was
So,
like, no, but I'm saying the genre.
I was just on my phone real
Classic
quick.
house?
It was like a kind of like 90s house, like
Oh, yeah.
So-
Like classic house.
like classic house.
Alejandro said you're full of shit. Gasly wasn't the best set of the weekend because you didn't go day one and you didn't see this fool.
No.
Dusty
Best
Cloud.
set. Oh, Dusty Cloud was a shit. I would have. I would have loved to see Dusty Cloud. Don't fuck with me. I would have definitely been at Dusty Cloud.
Yeah, so he said, because you were saying like if you didn't see Gasly, were you talking day two or overall?
I posted when I made a post on Instagram. I said if you didn't see Gasly day 2, you fucked up.
Oh, okay.
And I
Day
stick
two.
to that. I
Okay.
stick to that. Day
Okay.
2, if you didn't see
Dusty
Gasly,
Cloud
you
was
fucked
day
up.
one.
There was no one playing at Gasly's time that was better than Gasly. Fucking at me. I don't give a fuck. Come talk to me. Like, there's
Yeah, bitch.
there was no one playing at the same time as Gasly that did better than Gasly. And I put that on anything. I put that on
From
God.
what I saw, I agree with you. And from the time slots that I
I'm
seen
not
other
talking about
artists,
closing. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about 11 p.m.
Yeah. Or overlapping.
You weren't at the base stage. You fucked up. Even Space Yacht. I know Space Yacht, they had their secret little sets. I know Space Yacht was going off all night. I get it, but you don't understand. Gasly was going off. And he had the visuals.
I respect that. All right, so night 2 ends. What do you do? Where you go?
The plan was to go to Corky's and get food, but immediately I fell asleep.
All right. Okay.
That's what ended up happening. But hold on, we ended with Walker and Royce. Just got to shout them out. Walker and Royce was fucking sick. The whole house set was dope.
I don't like house, so I don't know who that is, but I respect it.
They're sick as fuck.
Are they like drum and bass?
No,
just a pure house.
Groovy house, like house that girls like. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but like girls love that shit. Girls love that shit. I know
exactly what you.
I love that shit.
I know exactly what girls. You mean. Wait, pro-choice girl or pro-life girls?
Pro-choice for sure.
Definitely pro-choice.
Definitely pro-choice. Yeah.
What kind of artists do pro-life girls like?
There was a lot of raw shit going on in there. You know what I'm saying?
And catch them at Stagecoach.
Catch him at Stagecoach?
Yeah. Catch them at Stagecoach.
Fucking Coachella, fucking living life loose and shit.
Yeah, it was definitely a dope night.
All right, cool. All right, so Saturday ends. Sunday.
Are we gonna get into Sunday?
Yeah, let's get into Sunday because that shit was wild as fuck.
So I fell asleep in the car. So Jazzy basically just took me home. So I woke up in my bed, but my car was over at Ricky's. Yeah. So I woke up and I hit up Alejandro, and he came and picked me up, and I was like, hey, can you do me a solid, take me to Ricky's to get my car? Mm-hmm. So we get to Ricky's, and I call Ricky, and I'm like, hey bro, we're outside, are you up? He's like, yeah. I was like, are you hungry? He's like, yeah. I was like, let's go eat. He's like, okay. So we hop in his truck and go to J. Riley's in Redlands. Shout out J. Riley's in Redlands. They're fucking
those meals look bomb.
Yeah, we got some meals, started drinking right away. And then I was like feeling good after the meal because I kind of had a headache. Yeah. Headache was gone. Felt like alive again. And then shout out Leslie. Saw Leslie at J. Riley. What else? Oh, at J. Riley they make these mixed drinks. These mixed drinks, they distill the alcohol there, and they're made with like real fruit, like preservatives. So it's real fresh, really, really bomb drinks. Okay. And they smack you. And they're like little bottles, like little like flasks, right?
That sounds bomb.
So me and Ricky grabbed one that was called Birds of Paradise, and we smacked it. And then we went back to his house.
When did you call me? To go over there.
Once Andy got there, and we went to Bevmo and picked up alcohol.
Okay, so this man calls me, and it's probably around noonish.
Yeah, I was already kind of smacked.
Yeah, and I'm just waking up because I had my own crazy adventure the night before. As I previously said in like 10, 15 minutes ago, it was my cousin's birthday that Saturday. So Manny went to be on Saturday. I took my cousin out for his birthday. Took him out to Pescadora in West Covina. Fucking lit ass fucking like Mexican seafood place. They have a bar there. Oh man, we got so lit. I got my cousin and his girl so drunk they're both throwing up on the way home. Like we woke up in the morning. I woke up at like 5 or 6 a.m. because we got home at like 3 a.m. We left them in the car. That's how drunk we were. They were asleep in the car with throw up all over them. That shit was hilarious. But anyways, so then Manny calls me. I'm like, oh, still hungover at like noon. And then he goes like, hey, I'm like, what? He's all, just want to let you know we're at Ricky's turning up. If you want to come. I was like, nah, I'm good. I was like, I gotta go to Palmdale. And then he was like, all right, bye. Boom. He's like, was wasting no time. So, all right, anyways, I just wanted to share that because it was hilarious. I was like, damn, this fool just fucking hung up on me. He didn't even like be like, no, come. Like I want you here. Like, okay, bye. Bam. Click.
I mean, obviously, I called you because I want you there. I'm not going to be there and start sucking your dick over the phone. Like,
what?
You said you're going to Palmdale. It's
over. Why not, though?
Because, bro.
I want you to virtually suck me off.
Anyway, Sunday was cool. I got slammered. No big deal.
Oh, no big deal. Hold on. Let me go into it. Oh, this man's trying to glaze over a bunch of shit. So, Sunday, I get a call from this man's mom talking about, where's Manny? And I was all like, I don't fucking know. I think he was at Ricky's. Why? He's not answering his phone. I was like, let me call this bitch. Called him once, called him twice, didn't answer. I was like, oh, okay, fuck. I don't know. Like, I know he's drinking.
When I'm like drunk, I don't even check my phone. My phone's probably on the table somewhere.
So I called the responsible one, as you guys heard when they went snowboarding, Ricky. And I was like, where's my cousin? He's all, sleep right here on the couch. I was like, okay, I just wanted to make sure he's good. He's like, not really. And I was all like, what? He's all, this man's fucked up. And I was like, what? He's all like, I don't know what he did, but he fucked up his car. And I was all like, well, he's like, I don't know what he did. He's like, I'm not even going into it. Not going to even go into specific. Just know this man cannot drive his car right now because it's not functioning mechanically. And Alejandro's on his way to pick him up. And Alejandro's pissed off. And I was like, which Alejandro? My Alejandro? Like my little homie Alejandro? Or my girl's cousin Alejandro. He's all, Alejandro, your girl's cousin, tall, sexy, pretty boy. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, why is he mad though? He's like, because Manny's acting like a jackass. And I was like, oh, okay, he's drunk, right? Yeah, okay, that's jackass Manny. So I get a knock on the door like 45 minutes later, like pounding, like, and I'm like, what the, who the fuck coming to my door like that? I turned southern for a second. I said, goddamn boy, who's knocking on my door? Anyway, I opened the door. It's Alejandro. He's like, get your cousin. And I was like, what? Where is he? He's like, he's in the car. I was like, well, thanks for bringing him home. He's like, whatever. I was all like, oh, this man's mad.
Alejandro was there partying with us too.
Yeah, he was
just
there.
left.
So he left.
He should have known. He should have known I was
and
toast.
had to come back to pick up Manny because he's a fucking 5-year-old and needs to be Ubered home.
So I left my car at Ricky's 2 nights in a row.
Yeah. So anyways, so I walk outside. Manny's attempting to get out of the car.
Yeah, I couldn't walk.
Fucking just slammed out of his brain. I can tell because want to know why? Because he's like, shoulders are low, trying to carry a couple things, and then I know that he's super fucked up because he turns to Alejandro, and I'm not even kidding, guys. He says it like this. He says, Alejandro's in my home. And Alejandro's like already pissed off. So he's like, what did he say? What did he say? And I'm like, I think he asked for his phone. He's like, why? It was connected to the aux. He was playing music. And I'm just like, whoa, calm down. And I'm tired. So because it's Sunday night late and I'm like, I have work the next day. So I go to the car. I'm like, oh,
it wasn't even that late. It must have been like
it was
10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's late on a Sunday when you have work at 7 the next day.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Anyways, so I grab your phone and I'm like, thanks, Alejandro. I'm like, get home safe. He's like, thanks. And then just takes off like, meanwhile, Manny's still trying to like floppingly walk in the door. This man's flagrant, just straight coming in, just talking nonsense to himself, like, and then the fucking funniest part is this man is just like he stops at the end of the hallway. It's all dark. He stops in front of his room. His room is like the first one down the hallway, so you can see him. So I look at him because I was about to go into the kitchen and get some water. I'm like, fuck it, if I'm right up and get some water. And this man just starts heavily breathing in the dark, standing right in front of his door, not opening it, not doing nothing, just. And I'm like, Manny, are you okay? He's like, no, I'm just out the door. I was like, trying to get in your room, bro? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, would you like me to open it? He's yeah, please. So I grab this little key he has hanging from the thing and I pop his door up and he goes, thanks. Grabs his phone that I had in my hand and shuts the door in my face. And then I just hear him like plop down on his bed because his bed makes like a bunch of squishy noises. And then like I'm just like, okay, I think he's good. And then fucking silent. I'm thinking the minute this man plopped himself on the bed,
I'm a heavy sleeper and I sleep fast. Like out. I'm like barely conscious sometimes, yo. Like you don't understand.
Oh, you're barely conscious?
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
No, but Paul knows too. He's seen me fucked up.
Yeah.
He's
Who hasn't seen him fucked up? If you haven't seen Manny fucked up, you're not his friend. Rethink your life.
Yeah.
Or at least a good one. Even bad friends have seen him fucked up. Shout out to Ruben.
No, but
should we bring up that story?
No. That would be for another one. Fuck you.
Shit.
But Paul, yeah. He's exaggerating a little bit, but no, it does be
a
like
little
that.
bit. Paul.
I probably haven't seen him to the point that you
Paul.
have. I've seen him fucked up, but
bro, like
he's been
belligerent.
raising me.
Okay, he doesn't get belligerent at raves though.
I remember you were rolling.
He doesn't ever spend enough money to get like that.
Yeah.
And we had to sit down at one point.
Ooh, sit
he
down.
Was like trying to like.
No, when
himself.
Manny can't sit down is the problem. When this man's just like a zombie and shit.
Yeah, it's all good. Whatever. Yeah.
Anyways,
shout out Jaylene, shout out Andy, shout out Maria. They turned up with us, and everybody had a good time.
Yeah, damn, you
everybody
forgot
had a good
Ricky.
time. It just
fuck Ricky, right?
No, we talked about Ricky and Alejandro. But look, it was spread out throughout the day. So we started in the morning, and then it got to that point at night. But that
sounds like a good ass Sunday though.
The middle part of Sunday, we're going hard. We're playing beer pong.
Yeah.
I'm joking
shotgunning.
With you.
Oh, he tried to shotgun. It all just starts leaking out his face. That's when it started. Yeah, that's when you tell.
That's when it went downhill.
It was so hilarious. Me and my girl are looking at the snaps, and I was like, "Hey, did you see that snap of Manny?" She looks dead at me. She was like, "It's beginning." Yeah, like we both knew, like Manny's fucked up, and he's gonna keep going regardless. So that like you could pinpoint the moment.
Mom and Ray's no quitter, you know what I'm saying? I just pass out though.
Mom and Ray's no bitch.
I just be fucking. My problem is I just be falling asleep or some. Like I'll drink myself to sleep. Like, you know what I mean?
Like a straight like like a father in the 90s.
Like
an alcoholic father in the 90s.
Oh yeah, I'll drink myself to sleep. Like
I
won't stop until I'm just asleep.
But anyways, good ass weekend. But to kind of bring it down a notch, I've been wanting to talk about this all podcast, and I wanted to end with it because it's very important to me. It's very important to us here at Red Pill Discourse. That weekend, although very great, was obviously shrouded in
darkness.
I guess darkness, you can say. It's just very somber, I guess.
And that's the thing. There's like when we got out of the rave, we got back to reality because the rave was basically like escape from reality. That's why I like it.
Always is. Yeah.
As soon as we got out, we've still seen it everywhere. Like I saw 13 flags on people's lawns. We went to Jay Riley's. They had 13 whiskey shots poured up on a table reserved for the 13 the fallen Marines.
Yep. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I don't know if they were all Marines, but 13 U.S. service members were killed in last Thursday's suicide bombing at the airport in Kabul, Afghanistan. Our hearts go out to obviously the families of the service members. And I think what was really just what hit me hard was that all of them, or the majority of them, were under the age of 21. So very young service members. Haven't had even a chance to live their lives. They probably came right out of high school ready to serve our country, straight to basic training. Obviously got their wings, and then shipped straight out. Because usually, what are those 4 to 6 years that they serve? So they must have had gone in right when they were very young. So
and they were kids, man. Under 21, they're like I know they're adults, but young adults.
Yeah, but I mean, the point about it is that we wanted to also just, obviously all 13 that were killed, our hearts go out. We're as you could tell, I'm kind of lost for words right now because there's really, what can you say? You paid the ultimate sacrifice, and we thank you. And there's nothing that we can say. What you do out there, regardless of why you're out there or whatever our political views are, when we come here and talk on there, when you out there. You're fighting for your family, for your home, and for the ideals that the country stands for, and you give us the opportunity to sit here and exercise our First Amendment right of speech. You go out there and actually defend it. So, but I did want to talk about one Marine in particular because it hit really close to home for Manny and I. If you don't know, Manny and I grew up in Rancho Cucamonga pretty much most of our lives because that's where Manny lived when he was younger. And so a Southern California Marine who lived in Rancho Cucamonga by the name of Dylan Marola, who was 20 years old. He was a Lance Corporal in the Marine Corps. He was one of the 13 killed. And so just want to say our hearts and our prayers go out to the family. Like I said, we grew up in Rancho, so that's very close to home. In fact, we know his family and friends. You grew up with his sister. And so Manny knows her a little bit more than I do because he went to Alta Loma and knew a lot of people out there. Partied with a lot of people.
Sister, his somebody who's kin to him, basically.
Okay.
But but also he went to Los Oso High School. We
right up the street from
we
Alta
all know
Loma.
Rancho is a very close knit community. A lot of people know each other. It just sucks.
Yeah, and so we want to echo the praise from his family and friends for his generosity and bravery. And he was out of Camp Pendleton. So again, and I think a lot of other, a majority of the Marines killed in that bombing were actually out of Camp Pendleton. So a lot of them are California natives. So
yeah, a good group of them were California natives.
And I also just want to just say a quote that I'm reading here on this article. We'll put the article up here for you guys to read, but I just want to commemorate and memorialize his mom's quote. And she said that she recalled his last phone message to her was, "Mom, I won't be able to talk to you for a little while. We're being sent to a different location. I love you, and I'll talk to you as soon as I get home." So, this man was, waiting to get home. Sounds like he loved his mother deeply, talked to her a lot. And so it just hurts that, that one day to the next, something like that can happen. And so to really summarize and obviously our condolences and what we want to say is, our hearts go out to everyone affected by this. Everyone deals and copes in their own way. But there will be a visual. I don't know if this video will be out by the time the visual happens, but it'll be held on Thursday, November 2nd, in Rancho Cucamonga. So we're going to go. We're going to honor him. Very close. Like I said, we're very, very torn here at Red Pill Discourse, and we just wanted to end on that note in a moment of silence. So if you guys are ready, let's just take a moment of silence to commemorate the life and death of Lance Corporal Dylan Marola. All right, y'all. Thanks for sticking with us. We want to end it on that note. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. See you later.
Later.